Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a super cool idea by Dave, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support. And also, guys, I think we're gonna make a video about this, Alexia and I, but there seems to be a little bit of a misconception when it comes to people, buying marathons. Again, there's no limit on how much marathons you can purchase or how much you're allowed, or if anybody says anything, that is a misconception. Unfortunately, there was, some kind of drama and about that on Buy Me a Coffee, where I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to do that. But a certain someone, was literally complaining that he wasn't getting a spot, even though I had emailed that person and told the person, if you want a marathon, just email me. Literally, like, I'll do it, whenever you want. But no, this person decided that it had to be a slot open, so it didn't feel like I don't know, you wanted more like, I'm gonna buy this and it's mine, and now you're gonna do what I want, and that's cool because it's your marathon. But I mean, why complain when I literally tell everyone, if you want a marathon, just email me. Like, honestly, I'll open it up, I'll do it, there's no problem. Or so a lot of people, because of this person, he wrote all these messages twice on Buy Me a Coffee, complaining about people purchasing too many, and why didn't he, even though he had the opportunity to just email me. How a lot of people don't even wait for slots to open. They just email me, hey, Nick, I have an idea for a marathon. Okay, let's go. That's the way, So I just wanted to tell everyone, like, if you're really interested, email me. Or if you have a marathon, if you see 3 slots and if you want those 3 slots, go for them. They're yours. First come, first serve. There's no priority. You don't have to wait. You don't have to, because if I open 3 and somebody wants those 3 slots, I can open 3 more. There's no limit of how much. If you want to buy them and then, have them for a month and then tell me, hey, I want this one this week, this one next week, do it that way. It's no problem. No big deal. So I didn't want to make this too long, but I think it's something that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to talk about it again with Alexia, but not since I'm doing a video for someone like Dave, who, buys a lot of marathons and he's very supportive to the channel. Don't feel intimidated by other people telling you what to do. This is your pastime and this is your money, and and I think you're allowed to spend it the way you see fit. So really quickly, I just wanted to touch on that. And yeah, because I think since that person posted on Buy Me a Coffee, a lot of people are like, now, like, they don't really know what to do. And can I, like, am I allowed? Yes, you are allowed. Me, as the owner of the channel, like, you can do whatever you want. This is your if, I don't even know how to explain it better, so don't feel threatened by anyone telling you how to spend your money or how to have fun, or stuff like that. Okay, now to the marathon. so again, thank you, Dave, for this idea. And here we are. There's a little email that Dave provided me with. So it says here, okay, so this marathon's, the theme is the kids. And I love this because these are all kids, or now, well, they're not kids anymore, but they were all kids of famous musicians and artists. And we have these kids who also became musicians and famous artists, and they're all now all grown up, and this is so cool. So first we're gonna have Nancy Sinatra, of course, daughter of Frank Sinatra, and So this is the first one. This is called These Boots Were Made for Walking. I'm gonna look up the year. Well, let's do. This is okay. So it's a compilation. I did have, I think, these boots. Okay, here's the album. Oh man, this doesn't show the year. It's okay. I'll figure it out once I play the song. But yeah, so this is the first song. Next one is by Julian Lennon, son of John Lennon, of course. Too Late for Goodbyes. Let's see here if we have a year for this. If not. So this is from the album called Veilot or Veilot. Lot 1984. Wow, I didn't know that he was doing music so early. You know, I don't think that's correct. 1984, because I mean, how old was he? 6? Let me see. Let's look this up. This is like a big flaw by Spotify. The years they can't, like, they just don't get it right, you know. This is, oh wait a minute, so maybe it is right. How old was he? Julian Lennon, 1984. Okay, and I want to see how old this man is. I mean, he does. Oh, he is already 60. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. All right. I mean, I think there's another son who's much younger. And I think that's what I thought. Because we just watched like a show, and we saw one's other son of John Lennon. So, and he would seem much younger. He would seem like in his 30s or something, or 40s max. Okay, and next one is Ziggy Marley, son of Bob Marley, and I'm so excited to watch that movie. One Love. Tomorrow People is the song, and this is from Conscious Party from 1988. Let me know if you've already seen the movie. I mean, we're gonna watch it regardless if it's good, if it's bad. I just love Bob Marley, and I can't wait to see that movie. And I think the guy who plays Bob Marley is doing a really good job with the accent, and just like really cool, positive guy. So the next one here is by the Wallflowers. Now this is the band where Bob Dylan's son Jacob is the lead singer. This is going to be one Headlight. And then the last one is Find Yourself by Lukas Nelson and Promise of the Real. This is the band Lukas Nelson and Promise of the Real. This is son of Willie Nelson. And then it says, enjoy, peace, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, okay, let's start. You know, a little bit of a longer intro. I'm sorry, you know, it just happens. You know, some people are like, hey, get on with it, you know. But I mean, I tell you, if you're one of those people, just watch the music. Let's just listen to the music by yourself. You know, I'm not gonna interrupt anything. You know, there's so many comments of people like, why are you pausing? It's like, I mean, you've heard this song hundreds of times before. Come on, why are you watching a reaction video, right? And then telling me about it in the comment section. You're wasting your time and my time, you know? So, all right, so I'm super ready to go. Thank you again, Dave. Thank you so much for being here. All you guys who support the channel, newcomers who like reaction videos. I mean, if you know what a reaction video is, then you're here also for the person, not just for the music. I mean, I guess you've heard the music before. And yes, I've seen reaction videos of my favorite songs, and when they pause, I really want to know what they have to say. I'm not waiting for my favorite line, and if it gets butchered, so be it. It's just like, I don't care. I've heard the music before. I play that music myself. So it doesn't really, it's not that important. I'm interested what they have to say. And when it's something interesting, man, that is the best feeling, because that's how I felt the first time I listened to the song. So that's pretty much reaction video in a nutshell. But yeah, so let's get on with these boots are made for Walkin, Nancy Sinatra, and I'll look up the year. It's a shorter song, so I'm not gonna interrupt it. I try not to do that with super short songs, but here we go.
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
Oh my God, yes.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
I know this.
Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin', and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Yeah.
You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
Oh my God, man. Okay, let's do some research here. Okay, I've heard this before, not in that it's like not the entire song, but I'm almost sure because I pulled up some information, and yes, I'm a huge fan of Full Metal Jacket, Stanley Kubrick, and I mean Stanley Kubrick, one of my favorite directors, but of course Full Metal Jacket is one of my, I wouldn't say like favorite movies of all time, but favorites of his. I mean, I like them all. I just love that he had like he tried out all the styles, sci-fi, 2001, terror or horror, with The Shining. We got Full Metal Jacket, the war genre. We got Barry Lyndon, more like a period piece, wonderful movie. We got comedy with Dr. Strangelove. We got war epic, with what was it called? With oh my lord, how could I forget? Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Come on, Mr. Kubrick. And we also got like some sci-fi with Clockwork Orange. But the one that I'm talking about, where is it? That's the one I've seen, I've seen the least. Let's see. Here they are. With man, my memory sometimes is not the best. With the dad of the Michael Douglas, but it's, you know who I'm talking about. Why is there not a list of movies? Or I'm scrolling too quickly. Doctor Strangelove, Lolita was also amazing. But I'm looking for Spartacus. Yes, Spartacus. Why did I take so long to remember that? But yeah, so because of Full Metal Jacket, of course, that song was in Full Metal Jacket, not entirely. This is from 1966, and Full Metal Jacket, I think, was 80 something, right? 87, yeah. Wow. So that's where I know this song from, but I've never really heard the entire thing, just that little 30 seconds, or something. So awesome. Good start. Oh man, Apocalypse Now, what a movie. Like that movie, I can watch that movie at least twice a year. It's never boring, and it's a very slow movie, honestly, if you think about it. But those shots, and it's a violent movie, and it's not a feel-good movie, but the acting in that movie, I mean, Lawrence Fishburne as a teen, Martin Sheen, and then Marlon Brando, and that, oh my god, there's only, we even have what's his name, Harrison Ford, in a very small role, and he was super nervous when he was doing that role. He's literally sweating. And it seems like he's sweating because they're in the jungle, but no, he was super nervous. And no, everyone in that movie was just fantastic. My favorite role by the Dennis Hopper was amazing. Let's see, the one that I loved, the guy who was complaining about a surfboard. Where is he? It's almost like he's not listed as. Oh my god. Glenn Walkin was in that movie? Who's Glenn Walkin? Like Christopher Walken's father? Yeah, Robert Duvall. He killed it. Glenn Walkin. He looks like Christopher Walken. Oh, it's oh my god, Christopher Walken's brother. Okay, my mind is officially blown. I didn't even know he had a brother, and he looks just like him. They're like twins. Okay, let's keep going with the music. I'm sorry. We've been talking about for 18 minutes, and it's been 3 minutes of music. Okay, so this is Julian Lennon. Too Late for Goodbyes. Let's see. Wow, really good. Like he sounds, of course, like his father a little bit, you know, but the music is totally different. Maybe that's maybe the, you know, John Lennon's music would have sounded like this in the 80s, you know. It sounded very and also the keyboards, but I didn't know that about Julian Lennon. So I was thinking about Sean Lennon, who's, I think, a bit younger. Now this is Julian Lennon is the first child, and I know you know all this, but I'm just discovering this right now. So the first marriage of John Lennon was with Cynthia Lennon, and they had a little Julian Lennon, who's now 60 years old, but he's also known as Jude. So that's the inspiration to Hey Jude. Dun, 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 you know, it was Paul McCartney wrote Hey Jude to console him over the divorce, originally called Hey Jules. McCartney changed name because he thought that Jude was an easier name to sing. Wow, that is so cool. And it also says that Julian inspired the Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Hey Jude and Good Night, because of some a picture he drew. That is just, that's so cool, man. And it says his parents divorced in 1968 after John Lennon had an affair with Yoko Ono, and that's Sean's child with John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Okay, but I love the music. It was very, it just, you know, I mean, he's the son, and he has his father's vocal cords. I mean, it's just, you know, genetics, you know. And I love that he's not really trying to copy his dad or anything, you know. He's being quite original. So I really enjoyed it. Really cool addition to. Now I know that I thought that John Lennon only had one child. So sorry about that. Sorry about that, Julian. But yeah. So now Ziggy Marley, I do know. I've heard some stuff by Ziggy Marley, and I know that Bob Marley has a lot of children. Let's look up how many children Bob Marley has. Let's see. Okay, and all the grandkids. Let's see. So 11. Oh my God. 11 children. Wow. Yeah. I didn't know. I thought he had like 5 or something, but 11. So, yeah. He did not mess around. I love Bob Marley. I've always been a fan. My mom got me into Bob Marley very early on in my life. I think when I was like 7 or 8, she was playing Bob Marley. And it was always great music for the car and for trips. And I always loved it. From the first day, I was like learning. I didn't know what it was saying, but I knew the lyrics, kind of like mumbling along, you know. I didn't know what they meant, but it was very easy to follow Bob Marley and his music, and just love that Legend, that album Legend, which was a compilation. And then I bought this amazing book with, it had like earth, fire, water, something like that, and it had a book, and it was just amazing. It was like this big deal back in the day. It was extremely expensive, but I was super proud of that. And it had some like interviews, you know, where you could just hear him talk, and I loved his accent, of course. But here we go with Tomorrow People, and this is Conscious Party 88 by Ziggy. Here you go. Wow.
Hey, tomorrow people, where is your best? Tomorrow people, how long will you last?
He sounds like
Tomorrow people, where is your best? Tomorrow people, how long will you last?
wow.
Today you say, hey yeah. Today you're here. Tomorrow you say you're gone, but you're gone so long. If there is no love in your heart, so sorry. telling me the same story. Today you said, today you're here. Tomorrow you say you're gone, and you're not come back. If there is no love in your heart, oh now, there will never be hope for you. Tomorrow people, where is your best? Tomorrow people, how long will you last? 10 years. Tomorrow people, where is your best? Tomorrow people, come on. You don't know your past, you don't know your future. Everyone, you don't know your past, you won't know your future. Every man, you don't know your past, you don't know your future. Come on, you don't know your past, you don't know your future. Hey, how many people did that one get? How many nations did that one catch? Yeah, you don't know your past, you don't know your future. Don't say you don't know your past, you don't know your future. How many people did that one get? How many nations did that one get? Come on, tomorrow.
Wow, so good. I honestly, if I would play this, because Alexia's here, if I would play this to Alexia, I don't know if she would know the difference. And I got her into Bob Marley, and I remember first she didn't get it when I played her Bob Marley because she had some friends and there were some, surfer dudes, but they were not really fans of reggae. They didn't understand the philosophy behind the music. They didn't even understand English, so they were just, they thought that it was cool, to smoke pot and go surfing, and Alexia thought that was incredibly lame. So she was like, "Oh, Bob," because I was like, "Do you like Bob Marley?" And she's like, "Oh no, I can't. I don't like Bob Marley." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I can't believe you. Like, have you read his lyrics?" And she's like, "No, read the lyrics." And then, oh my god, when she discovered Bob Marley, she was like, it's one of her favorite artists to this date. But I can't believe how Ziggy is literally the embodiment when it comes to the voice and the accent, the way he pronounces the people, wonderful. Again, I didn't really know that Bob Marley was so young when he passed away, 36 in 1981. My God, we were not even born. And then Miami, Florida. We went to Miami, Florida when we took my mom to the airport to go and live in Spain. If I would have known that Bob Marley, died in Miami, I would have gone to his grave. Man, what a wasted opportunity because I've always wanted to go to Jamaica just to go to the town where he was born, and to pay my respects. So this person is just so important in my life. He was such an important artist and poet and advocate of peace. So I really would love to just thank him. Even if it's only by his grave. I just love that man. And I can never listen enough Bob Marley, like when I want to just feel well and be happy, I listen to Bob Marley. And I can't believe he was so young and made such great music, so much, so many albums, so fast. So I'm in awe. And Ziggy is really like amazing, like, taking that legacy further. And again, like, I think like this is what maybe Bob Marley would have sounded like, because he never really got to discover to play around with the instruments that came more popular in the 80s. Maybe he wouldn't even changed it. I mean, why not? I think Bob Marley's sound was always very revolutionary, like the drums, the bass lines, and the solos, and really nice keyboard entries, and beautiful. Like there's so many there's so many music by Bob Marley that I listen to that gives me literally like goosebumps, you know, like So Much Trouble in the World. Oh my God, that song. I've heard even instrumental versions, just like, of course, the original without the lyrics. And it's just the music is so well written. Like he was an amazing composer, songwriter, performer, and just person, you know. So, okay. Now, the Wallflowers. Now, this is a band of Bob Dylan's son. Let's see. This is Jacob Dylan. And can't wait. Let's find out here. This is from 1996. All right, here we go. Let's see if he has that style of his father.
So long ago, I don't
love it. Reminds me of... Wow, this is like, I love the fact that he doesn't have anything in common with his dad. I mean, just the talent, of course, yes. But when it comes to the music, it sounds completely different. This reminded me more like of Tom Petty or something, you know? Beautiful, just very catchy. I don't know, just everything just works. Great rhythm. I loved his voice, you know. He doesn't sound like his dad at all, which is great, you know, because I would want to be, if my dad would have been like a famous musician, I would try to like really to do something completely different, you know, because nobody wants to live in, you know, in the shadow, you know, because you get older and you have to grow out of that, you know. Yes, my dad was, I don't know, you know, and I think he did that very successfully, and this sounds great. It sounds like alternative, it sounds, but also a little bit of like folk, you know. It just sounds great, that slide guitar in there. He has a great band, and I hope they're very successful. I mean, just by the listens, it's over 2 million monthly. That is good, you know. That's like most than a lot of bands that I listen to here on the channel. So great stuff, man. Great stuff. So I was expecting a little bit. I mean, of course, you always expect the obvious that, oh, he's maybe gonna sing like his father, you know, but because it's such an iconic voice, you know. But I love that he went a totally different route, you know. So far, so good. This marathon is so much fun. I mean, Nancy Sinatra just killed it with that song. Julian Lennon, I love that it was, yes, he did sound a little bit more like his dad. But again, he also changed it up with a different type of music. I mean, he just has the voice, you know, it's just there. And then Ziggy Marley, yes, he sounds exactly like his father, but the music is different. You know, it just like, he can't undo. You can't just, you know, sing in a different octave just so you can change it up, you know. So, and so Ziggy was awesome. The Wallflowers. And now we have Lukas Nelson and the Promise of the Real, and this is Willie Nelson's son. And I've done some Willie Nelson's reactions. I'm not super familiar with Willie, but I do know, you know, who he is. So here we go with Find Yourself, and this is from the year, well, I don't trust it. It says 2017. 1917. Okay, I wonder what that would have sounded like. But here we go. Find Yourself. Here we go. Wow.
If it means I don't have to play your crazy game no more. You're the most precious thing I've ever seen, but I ain't gonna let it slide when you're mean to me. I know the love that I deserve, and I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. that I won't say goodbye. But baby, I ain't standing by while you stretch the truth. I know the love that I deserve. I said I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. I said I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. I know the love that I
Wow.
I know the love that I deserve.
Wow, that solo, the resolution of the solo, beautiful. Like, just listen to this. I have to, like, I don't usually do this. I don't rewind, but listen to the solo. The way he, at the end, the resolution he gave, look. Statement.
I know the love that I deserve. I know the love that I deserve. I know the love that I deserve. I said I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. I hope you find yourself before I find somebody else to be my love. Oh, babe, I said I hope you find. I hope you find. Oh, I said I hope you find. I hope you find. Hope you find yourself before I find somebody else.
Amazing. Wow. this has so much soul and, you know, so much taste, and I'm just in love with this. What a great track. Lukas Nelson. I mean, his dad should be proud of his son. He's doing an amazing job. Those solos, the backing vocals, just the incredible vibe. And I'm a fan. Like, I don't know. I couldn't even pay attention to the lyrics. I was just, you know, like jamming along, and wow, what great 5 discoveries here. You know, Nancy Sinatra was, of course, you know, I did know this one, but again, you know, in movies they do this so much, which is kind of cool. I love those movies where they have great soundtracks, you know, from very important eras and stuff. And I think, you know, that was one of them. And but yeah, every one of these guys surprised me, because I was like, well, you know, I don't really know what to expect. So this is a great reaction idea. You know, maybe, I don't know if there's, I'm sure there's hundreds of other people who have kids who also play you know, music. Maybe we can make a part 2 or something. But thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so much. Excuse me for all the, you know, interruptions after the songs. Like, I kind of like steer off into my own little world there sometimes, and the long intro, I do apologize. But I just wanted to make clear that you guys, you know, you shouldn't be intimidated by anyone or anything. You know, if you wanna, you know, if I post 10 marathons and you want those marathons, hey, you know, who am I to tell you no? There is no such thing. I mean, that thing was a thing with Alexia because of her back, because she just can't do them. So we don't want to like commit ourselves. But hey, if I post 5 marathons and you want to buy them, go ahead. You know, I'm not telling you you have to buy them, you know, just if you want to. I think you shouldn't feel like, oh, like I really have an idea, but I can't because somebody's going to get mad. Nobody is going to get mad because that person is no longer with us, you know, because that person, and I'm not going to say names, I'm going to respect that, but that person was only injecting negativity into the channel, into the comment section and so forth. So I had to, it had to be, you know, this person had to be removed because I want peace and friendship and harmony in the community and in the channel and amongst everybody. And look at that cable over there in the corner, right there. That's Alexia today studying the bass. I'm super proud of her. There we have it right there, the bass. And she's doing very well. You're going to be very excited. And we had a little jam session today, and we're going to start going live more, interacting with you guys. And then we're going to do a new unboxing because now we have to, you know, we have to do the next unboxing because these boxes are piling up. And it's fun, and we love to go, you know, live and do the unboxing with you guys and just talk, you know, movies, music, all that good stuff. So thank you again so much for all the support. Thank you, Dave, for your patience. And like I said, you know, don't feel intimidated by other people. There's a lot of negativity in the comments. Just ignore it. I'm trying to ignore it. I'm listening to you guys. You know, you guys give me a lot of yes, like positivity, you know, because you're like, hey, don't listen to those assholes, you know, do whatever you do, just be yourself. And that's literally what I'm trying to do. I don't edit any video, I don't do any cuts, you know, this is all raw, it's all improvised, you know, like, I mean, not improvised, but it's all like, it's all coming from, you know, right now. So that's just the way the channel is, and I hope you guys enjoy. So if it's your first time, if you like it, of course, subscribe. You know, it does help us out. We're almost at 92,400. So we obviously want to get to that 100K as soon as we can. You know, we'll get there. Patience. But I wish it just would happen tomorrow. But I mean, that's not how it works. Yeah, like, you know, it's a beautiful goal, and it's a beautiful community, and we love you guys very, very much. We try to read all the comments, and we try to make as much as we can. Also, like requests, when we have time, as much as we can. And so we're gonna try and move the camera kind of like to that part, so you'll see pretty much only this behind me, but not the door anymore. This door I can mirror. This door you won't be able to see, so you're only going to be able to see kind of like from here straight, and the rest of the room, because we're going to try and put in a couch so Alexia can kind of like be more comfortable, with her back. And we're going to have each person is going to have their microphone. Like I'm going to have my microphone, and Alexia going to have her microphone, because she can't stand that I listen to the music so loud, because here's a volume button here where you can turn down the music. And when we listen together, she kind of like turns it down, and I'm like, what? I go back up. I don't know. I don't think I'm deaf or anything. I have no signs of having any kind of a hearing damage. I just love to listen to music very, very loudly, and she really doesn't like that. So having our own like microphones and volumes is going to be amazing. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. And we were actually going to buy the couches today, but I was like, no, they were used, and they were kind of like not really what I had in mind, but we'll make it happen. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Thanks for watching, for liking, subscribing, commenting. I'll see you guys in the next one.